Come on, Tails. Gotta go fast. That was not a good idea.
What is up, my Gojis? I'm Goji12, and yes, you can still call me that, although I changed my name like 4 or 5 times. And I am coming at you with a new Goji Rants video, or should I say, a Goji comparisons video. And the reason why it's a comparison video is because this subject is kind of touchy. Well, not touchy, but it gives people mixed feelings, and it usually makes people bicker among themselves. And, let me explain. As you may know, me and Max were somewhat bickering over the summer break. Even though it wasn't actually bickering, it was just respectful criticism. And we were talking about his channel and why it changed and why it shouldn't have changed and blah 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 blah. But since it is later in the year now, the subject is not as touchy anymore. And trust me, I would have done it earlier, but Max is my best friend. I would not do that to him after what happened. I'm looking at you, Maddox. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the comparison on Max's infamous old channel, the Cool Max Reed channel, and the less infamous, but yet still infamous, newest channel, Sega Man McReed, or as you guys call it, the one dude that's a shadowy color with a hint of blue on his head. Seriously, some of y'all just ain't got no chill nowadays. Now for the cast of the Cool Max Reed channel. Let's start off with the 3 main characters. The first one is Max, obviously, and his character was alright, but it was really nothing unique or special. The second one is his son, Froggy, and let's just say he was the best of the bunch. Seriously, buddy, if anything else were to come back besides the FNAF shorts, it would have to be Froggy. And then there's Ballora the ballerina. She sucked. She had absolutely no point in his adventures. Her character was just supposed to be the damsel in distress eye candy. Even though when Max was still in love with Ballora for some reason, everyone was saying that she was just a hunk of junk. And what makes Ballora's character worse is that me, Michael, and Keo were all telling Max that he shouldn't be in love with a hunk of junk. But then at the last second, he remakes it, but then doesn't admit that we were the ones that, like, you know, told him to begin with to not fetish over a hunk of metal. You sly dog. Well, now let's go to the co-stars. The Pixar's Cars characters, the Pixar Toy Story characters, the Angry Bird characters, the Sonic characters, and the FNAF characters. They did not work in the context. They were just there because, oh look, they're popular. And what makes it worse is that there were no original characters besides Froggy. Do you see why I want my nephew back, Max? He was the only creative character and original character in your old channel. And then there are the Thomas characters. Didn't like them, but that's just my humble opinion. If you like Thomas, then you like Thomas. And even though I look the part, I am not someone to judge. But that doesn't go for a certain red dragon, though. So, what would I rate Max's old channel in a whole? Deep in my heart, I really want to give it a 6-. But in reality, it's just a 4-. But even though it's not as bad or cringeworthy as people say it was, it's not as cool as people say it was either. But let's get started on the controversial part of my video. I'm going to rant and defend Max's newest channel, Sega Man Studios 27. So, what would I think about the characters on Max's new channel? Well, they're technically the same. I mean, Puffy Ayumi seems like she's the new Ballora of the group. I mean, there's no Froggy, which is kind of sad.
It's not easy being green.
And Max is just the cool Max Reed character, except he's an angsty shadowy color with a hint of blue on his head. But it does give him the advantage of, character arc, I guess. But why couldn't he have been anything else, like an XJ9 based character? Or like an animal that looks like a Sonic character that hasn't been used yet, like a rhino, or a flying squirrel, or an armadillo, or heck, I haven't seen much echidnas, why not just be an echidna? It'd be pretty interesting to have some echidnas in my forest, you know. But I guess he's just Shadow, except with blue instead of red. Now for the side characters. Yes, they don't work in the context, but are they more enjoyable? Actually, yes. And I must admit, his comedy stuff is actually really friggin' good. Heck, even a video with Thomas the Tank Engine out of all things made me chuckle. You did good, man. Although, personally, I would suggest that you use less MS Paint and more plush. Or more paper if you're alright with that. Also, I have this to suggest. More JoJo and less Dragon Maid, please. Seriously, dude, that anime makes me uncomfortable. So, what would I rate this channel? An 8+, because of the comedy skits. And some of the edited stuff is good too, but the comedy skits are gold. And if not gold, silver. I'm not making that joke.
It's no use!
Guys, I promise. My mind was telling me no, but my heart was telling me yes. But that's all I have for this video. Tune in next time for more skits and Goji rant videos. See you then, my Gojis. This is your Prince, signing out.